Well, getting your hands on an antique aircraft may be easier than you think. A Keswick company is in the process of making two British planes that haven't been built since the early 1900s. NBC 29's Jennifer Von Reuter joins us live now from the newsroom to explain why reproducing the historic planes isn't that easy. Jennifer?
Stacia, Blue Swallow Aircraft is building two Avro 504s, one of which will be available to buy, but you'll have to wait a little while. Construction is only halfway complete, and there's still a lot of work to be done before the two planes can take flight.
There are tens of thousands of parts being cut and pieced together inside this little shop at Blue Swallow Aircraft. For owner John Gertner, the latest project is the construction of two British airplanes called the Avro 504. They were built from 1914 to 1927 and used primarily to train pilots.
Any part of the British Empire had these planes being used, and they were still being flown at the beginning of World War II, which no other biplane could be has that claim to fame.
It takes about 2 years to recreate an airworthy antique airplane like the Avro 504. Each part is handmade right here because they're simply not manufactured anymore. One wing rib alone has 30 pieces in it, and there are 110 wing ribs in all. And this single bolt takes 45 minutes to make. There are 124 of them in one fuselage.
You can't buy instruments. This is a modern instrument. It's an inclinometer, and it tells the pilot whether he's slipping or sliding in flight. I mean, they don't exist anymore. So we made our own patterns and we cast them ourselves.
Blue Swallow Aircraft builds historic planes for private enthusiasts and for museums. Knowing how to build them is an art. Jonathan Fallon works as an airplane mechanic for the airlines and drives from North Carolina once a week to learn how to build old airplanes.
I'm learning how to do a bunch of different things that, like I said, in school, this is stuff that they just touched on because most airplanes today aren't made out of wooden fabric anymore.
Getting your hands on a historic aircraft isn't always cheap. A plane like the Avro 504 costs roughly $225,000 to $250,000.
To learn more about building historic airplanes, Blue Swallow Aircraft is teaching an authentic or an antique woodworking course September 12th and 13th. For more information, log on to our website, NBC29.com.